Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show. Good day. Jerry's here today.
I'm with Amanda. Thanks to have you guys there. And Amanda, you know I do a lot with, well, I attended BGSU way back in the 70s. So I'm really happy to have with us today Falcons athletic director. Oh, by the way, can we give him the right and proper and new title? Vice President of Athletic Strategies.
That's right, absolutely.
And athletic director as well. Derek Vandermeer is here.
Busy guy then, huh?
Very busy, especially a lot of great changes happening at the university, so it's fun to be a part of the broader growth of the university as well.
Yeah.
So
something big's coming up in 2 weeks from today, and speaking of changes and good changes, I think, for the university, football, Falcon football starts in a couple of weeks, and the coach that everybody's been talking about.
Yeah, you know, it's the first game for Eddie George on August 28th. And what I'll tell you what, that's the one thing has been great to see is how he has really immersed himself in the community and how he's been embraced. This is a person that truly cares about people, and he's very aligned with the values that make Bowling Green great. So
he comes along at a perfect time. Scott Leffler was our coach, did a super job for us. Not going to go back. He did inherit a lot, and he did a great job for us. And then he gets, what a gig. He goes to the NFL.
Yeah,
just to Philadelphia. Somebody says they have talent.
Something like a Super Bowl
and he's the quarterback coach. So with that opening, that's a big slot to fill.
Yeah.
And Eddie George has everybody talking, and you can tell us already. Ticket sales are up, season ticket sales are up. The energy is, hey, no pressure here, Eddie. Right. but we're getting a lot of excitement.
Well, I think a lot of people are excited, but I think they're all as much as excited about Eddie as the people that he's brought in.
Yeah.
He's brought in about 25 different transfers. You know, we have another class of about 20 freshmen coming in, but that mix of new blood that have come into this program, they're exciting talent, and they're being an exciting team to watch, especially with this style of offense. You know, Scott was predominantly, he wanted to throw.
Yep.
Eddie wants to run. And I can see why. We have a quarterback who wants to throw, and we have a running back that wants to run.
No doubt about it. I love the stories that you see Eddie George. The stories of Eddie when he played in college, and I think even into the pros, where he says we were so confident with our linemen, we would, coming out of an attack, we'd tell the other team, okay, here's what we're going to run next. And then we would run that, and it would work. We could execute that.
Well, I don't want to be telling the other team our plays, but you know, let's not start there. So
on the day of our first game, 2 weeks from today, Lafayette is coming in. But earlier in the day, speaking of Eddie George, his former coach down at Ohio State.
Cooper, yes.
Bowling Green's former head coach, Urban Meyer, who will be inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. You got some people coming in.
Huge. Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel. I mean, we're talking a lineup of, and then Lieutenant General Richard Clark, who's head of the College Football Playoffs, will be coming to campus. We're doing a panel earlier in the day at 1:30. I think college football is going through such a transformation right now.
Yep.
It's an evolution, you know, and it's one of those things that we're trying to learn and grow from individuals that are part of the past and understanding their understanding of maybe what's really important that we can't lose. But then also John Steinbrecher, our commissioner, will be on the panel as well to talk about where we're going in the future. I think that we are emerging a much more significant business force nationally, and so trying to capitalize on that, making sure that Bowling Green is in the right place in the right time to make sure we're part of that growth.
Yeah, I mean, the recruitment effort has to be pretty calculated, right?
It does. You know, obviously the inclusion of the transfer portal and its impact on how we identify talent and making sure that we're really innovative and creative on how we're building our teams today. So, and retaining talent.
Yeah, keeping them here because that transfer portal has been kind of a game changer.
It's been a game changer.
As you said.
The game is always evolving, but you'd give me this, Derek, that the pace of change recently, we've never seen this before.
Yeah, and I would offer this, is that pace is not going to slow down. I think it's going to accelerate. I think that we've been through a period of trying to determine some legal boundaries, and I think there's more to come when it comes to federal intervention in college sports, looking at antitrust issues, looking at state preemption, of making sure we have the governance around how we can hold the structure together. And then once that's determined, I think the industry will then balloon. It'll start to grow and emerge into a different animal altogether. And I think that there's some positives. I think we can never lose our anchoring in the academic mission of what we do, and I believe that we will do that. At the same time as emerge it as a much more competitive enterprise with open market against the NHL and the NBA and other professional franchises.
We're cut out for you.
In fact, the whole subject of the day when the coaches are in, 2 weeks from today, is the significance of college football in our society. And that goes from everywhere. For example, there's a college game down in Columbus. There's a school playing that weekend. A school from Texas coming up. Well, you can talk about 105, 108,000 people in the stands. Yeah. let's go out and talk about hotels, restaurants, everything else.
that
And
means.
how about talk about significance? As I've been studying up, because I get to be part of the coaches panel, the number of students who say that the success of a college football team will absolutely affect their interest in where to apply and where to attend. Wow.
Well, a great story to support that is the day that we hire Eddie George, we have 4 billion media impressions. Within the first 2 weeks, we have, almost doubling that number of media impressions. And I think that what you start to see is the impact that college football has and the significance it has in that relationship in part. It supports the academic mission. It doesn't replace it, but it does have a significant part of who and what we are.
Real quickly, you see the coaches, if you're football fans, can the public get in on this?
Is that open?
It is. Limited seating availability. Limited. Obviously, we've reserved seating for, prioritize our students and some of our supporters, but
1:30, that one is in the Grand Ballroom at the Union.
Yes. But yeah, it's in the Union in the Grand Ballroom, but I would say get there early and make sure that, obviously, that you get to be a part of the very special event that we're going to be hosting.
It's going to be a big one. And then, of course, kickoff at 6 o'clock at the Dwight.
That's right.
2 weeks from today?
I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to the start of the season. There's a lineup of, we have homecoming September 13th, and we turn around October 11th, play Toledo. The lineup of the games to start the year, we're fully expecting. We're sold out in most of our sections of our premium spaces, and ticket sales are all-time high.
Okay.
So get ready for a great year.
Okay. Looking forward to it. Thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Part of the significance of college football. What else can get your pulse just pounding?
Let's go.
In Toledo, Ohio, on a Thursday morning in the middle of August? College football can do just that.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.